look at your adoring fans. Leading off for the Brockville Braves, number 34, Jack Lanigan. Batting second, number 3, Ronan McKenna. In the third spot, number 4, Bobby Phillips. Today's starting pitcher and the cleanup batter, number 18, Daxon Mapelder. Number 27, Oliver Cross. Number 13, Griffin Kingston. Your starting catcher today is number 35, Weston McGurran. Number 9, Rohan Tribe. Number 15, Maverick Duclo. In the 10 spot, number 23, Kane Wood. Number 8, Mason Knapp. And rounding out the batting order is number 11, Camden Morrison. I'd like to recognize the coaching staff of the Brockville Braves. We have a couple of people who aren't on the field today, so let's recognize Jonathan Cross and Mike Tribe for all their help. And today's staff, the manager is Luke Mapelder, and his assistant today is Mike Wood. Over on the home side, from District 6 on the east end of Ottawa, the Orleans Red Sox. Leading off, your starting pitcher, number 33, Mick Brisebois. At second base, number 25, Camden Seba. The shortstop, number 23, Vincent Principe. Batting cleanup, number 75, Miller Goodis. At first base, number 28, John Ramsey. At third base, number 42, Anthony Legasse. The catcher, number 24, Miles Morissette. In center field, number 11, Frederick Morris. Batting ninth, number 34, Ashton Charbonneau. In right field, number 32, Simon Guibault. Number 27, Bryson Bernard. And rounding out the batting order for Orleans today, the left fielder, number 29, Wesley Dill. And please welcome manager Adam Morissette with coaches Ryan Seba and Marc-Andre Legasse. I'd also like to introduce today's umpires. Behind the plate, Mr. Josh Pluey. At first base, Mr. John Huntley. At second base, Mr. Fabian Benoit. And at third base, Mr. Caleb Wilson. As I mentioned, we had an anthem and pledges just an hour ago at the opening ceremony, so we'll skip that now. I'll send the players to the dugout and ask the managers to meet with the umpires at home plate. The game is now in their hands, so have a good one. Let's have a great game.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test, 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 test.
Second tonight? First. So go down to you if like we have like a swing or like a break plane or on a righty. It's just use that roll.
Top of the first inning, leading off for Brockville, number 34, Jack Lanigan.
We welcome you here to Brockville, Ontario. It's day one here of the 2025 Minor Provincial Championship for Little League Ontario. Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob Ewing. It's game 4 of the day as we've been introduced to every single team within the tournament. And our final two is the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox. It's the Orleans Red Sox, the home team today. We'll take the field in the top of the inning, and Jack Lanigan will lead things off and will look to do it successfully. Pitch one as we are underway here in Brockville will be outside for Lanigan. And we'll start off with a 1-0 count. So both these teams just trying to get settled into this ball game rapidly. Starting pitcher here this evening for the Red Sox, Mike Brisbois, gets the start at the mound. And Jack Lanigan, who will get the start at the top of the order. That one's fouled back for a strike against Lanigan. And a 2-1 count through the first 3 pitches. So Brisbois trying to get just settled into this game from the mound for the Red Sox, trying to start things off successfully and keep things stable. That'll be ball 3 on the outside, and we'll have a 3-1 count. So Brisbois pitching to Miles Morissette, who's behind the plate, and we'll have the 3-1 pitch here. Potential leadoff walk if we see one more ball for Lanigan. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss with a bullet in the inside for strike 2. This will move us to a full count here between Lanigan and Brisbois. So a leadoff payoff pitch from Brisbois. He's taking his time, connect with his catcher, and deliver the payoff. And strike 3 looking for a leadoff strikeout against Jack Lanigan. With a beautiful delivery there from Mike Brisbois right down the middle with a fastball. No doubt about it. We move on to the order for Brockville. Ronan McKenna in the second spot. Will look to get on base here and find some contact. First pitch to McKenna, down low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss from McKenna. Tad late there on the release, and we'll have a 1-1 count. So Brisbois looks to have good control over the first few pitches we've seen. Got decent velocity too. And with, well, both of them together can definitely attempt to control this ball game. That one's thrown away for ball 2. As McKenna will step back into the batter's box, it will have a 2-1 pitch. And gets the strike zone. McKenna takes strike 2 looking. As that one will pierce the top of the zone. Perfectly down the middle. And a 2-2 count. Chance for Mike Brisbois to find back-to-back strikeouts as he works his way through the top of the order. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And strike 3 the call. McKenna takes it looking, and there's 2 down. So Bobby Phillips will have his first at-bat here as we move on in the order. And a chance for Mike Brisbois and New Orleans Red Sox to potentially retire the side in order. Phillips will try to deny that and look to get aboard. First pitch to Phillips. And we'll get the outside, the call. So Brisbois not getting it. And we'll see ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Phillips. And off to duck down to get away from it. That'll be ball 2. So Bobby Phillips taking a lead in this count and will step back up to the plate here and trying to make something happen. We've seen Brisbois be very efficient so far in this game, and he'll get the ball 3 outside. And so Bobby Phillips in an opportunity here to get aboard with a walk if we see one more ball. We'll see if Brisbois can start his battle back. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Got to find the zone here. And Phillips will foul it off. As Brisbois went for the heater down the middle just to try to find a strike back, but the late swing there from Phillips will foul it off, and we'll have a 3-1 count. Here's a 3-1, and that's inside for ball number 4 for Bobby Phillips, and he'll be aboard with a walk to keep the top of the inning alive. So a runner on now for the Brockville Braves, and we'll move on to cleanup hitter. So Daxon Mapelder will make his way to the plate here. Look to advance Bobby Phillips, who just got the first, into a scoring position. So Mapelder will the lefty will face first pitch here from Brisbois. And that's outside for ball 1. Keeping an eye over there on Bobby Phillips as he took a couple strides down the base path. There's the 1-0. Mapelder will get a piece of it on the inside by the hands and will foul it off for strike 1. So a 1-1 count as we'll split the first 2 pitches, and we'll await this one. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. So we'll have a 2-1 count here as that last pitch was outside, and that one will also be outside for another ball. 3-1 count through the first 4 pitches, and a chance here for back-to-back walks potentially for the Braves. Would move runner into scoring position and put Mapelder at first. Brisbois got to find the strike zone here. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss from Mapelder for strike 2. Moves us to a full count here. Mike Brisbois a chance to send his team to the bats with the payoff pitch. And ball 4 on the outside, the call. And Daxton Mapelder will win that count and make his way to first base, and Bobby Phillips will go to second. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher come to the mound for Orleans.
Number 42 is coming in to pitch, like I said.
And so that will do it for Mike Brisbois. Finds a pair of strikeouts to start the inning, but with back-to-back walks of Bobby Phillips and Daxton Mapelder, we'll have a new pitcher. Anthony Lagasse will take to the mound and start his warm-up. He comes in from third base, and it looks like Brisbois will join the infield.
Number 33, Mick Brisbois, leaves the mound after 22 pitches. Now on throw for the Red Sox is number 42, Anthony Lagasse.
So Brisbois goes 22 pitches through the first 4 batters. That will keep him underneath the any-day limit, so he'll be able to pitch tomorrow as he started that batter. It's a full count pitch, so very much under the 20-pitch threshold. So keeping Brisbois, who didn't even look that bad. He had decent control, kind of let go of it during the final 2 batters he faced in his outing. Had decent velocity. A lot of calls that were just kind of dancing around the strike zone and didn't go his way. And so we'll get this ball game back underway here as stepping to the plate, number 27, Oliver Cross. With a chance here with a potential base hit or even a walk to load the bases up. He'll be the first batter to face the new pitcher, Anthony Lagasse. And that is ball 1 on the outside.
That is number 27, Oliver Cross.
So ball 1 on the outside, and we'll have a 1-0 pitch from Lagasse. Cross fires this one, fair ball up the first base line. And that gets almost all the way back to the right field corner. 1 run comes around. Mapelder getting the wave. The play at the plate, not there in time. The Brockville Braves have opened the scoring. It's 2-0. And it's a pair of RBIs and a triple or a double for Oliver Cross as he gets all the way around to third.
Number 13, Griffin Kingston.
And so Oliver Cross giving some momentum to the Braves lineup. Here's Griffin Kingston at the plate. And that will definitely spark something here through the Braves lineup. And Kingston a base hit away from making it 3-0. And he'll hold off. See strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one will be up high, and I'll have to back away from it there. So we'll have a ball and a strike through our first 2 pitches as we split them. It's the Braves, the visiting team today, as decided by a coin flip, and the Orleans Red Sox in Brockville will be the home team.
Reset. Okay, no balk, right? No balk. Yeah. Go ahead.
Pitch, Kingston hits one on the inside as he golfs it right up the line. And around comes Oliver Cross. And it's an RBI single for Griffin Kingston. and a 3-0 lead for the Braves.
Number 35, Weston McGurran.
As he hit that one really inside and low on him. And so runner on first, and here's Weston McGurran. And so after back-to-back outs that the Orleans Red Sox found on Lanigan and McKenna, the lineup in the middle of the order has gone to work. That's a bunt attempt down the third base line, throw to first in time for out number 3. And fast reaction time there. Play by the third baseman to move in and cut that off from going any deeper and giving any more real estate for McGurran to get to first. That will do it for the top of the first inning. The Brockville Braves open the scoring and find 3 runs to make it 3-0. When we return, it's the bottom of the first inning, and the Orleans Red Sox look to get their offense going.
First 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. Inning, leading off for Orleans, number 33, Nick Bleasbaugh.
We'll join you back here in Brockville, Ontario for the 2025 Minor Provincial Championships. Bottom of the first inning here after the Brockville Braves put up 3 runs in the top of the inning. The Red Sox will have their first opportunity on the offense. Leading things off is Bleasbaugh. He goes first pitch swinging, able to be handled by the shortstop play to first in time, and there's 1 down. As Griffin Kingston was the one to make that play from 6-3.
Number 25, Camden Seba.
So here's Camden Seba for Orleans. Will have his first at-bat here. Seba playing second base this evening. First pitch to Seba. We'll see it down the middle for strike 1. Starting pitcher this evening for the Brockville Braves, number 18, Daxon Mapelder gets the start for Brockville. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's up high and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Seba swings it. Will get that one low on the barrel and will foul tip it back. And we'll see strike 2. A late swing there from Seba as he held off for just a tad too long. And a chance here for Daxon Mapelder to find a leadoff or make that his first strikeout in the inning. Right on the inside of the bat will just ride up the third baseline and spin in foul territory. So Camden will stay at 2 strikes against him. So we'll get back underway. Still 2 strikes down for Seba. Here's the 1-2 from Impelder. Now we'll bounce in the dirt in the outside for ball 2. So we'll split the first 4 pitches 2 and 2. And Seba will step back inside. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's inside, and Seba having to back away to get away from it. And we'll have a full count here for Camden Seba, trying to get the offense going for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first. Here's the payoff from Impelder. There's a ground ball from Seba, handled from Kingston, 6-3, and gets out of the glove of the first baseman. It was a beautiful read there from Griffin Kingston on the one-hopper, but the throw to Cross just slips out of the glove. And Seba now on first base. So here's Vincent Principe for Orleans Red Sox, now with a runner over at first. We're trying to work him into a scoring position. There's a couple aggressive strides there towards second, but he won't make anything of it. Seba will stay at first. So Principe playing the shortstop position for Orleans on this afternoon. And he swings at that one as Impelder gives himself a little off speed. Throw to second as there goes Seba, and he makes his steal successful. Seba moves himself now to a scoring position. So a 1-1 count here for Principe, and we'll await the pitch. Here's the 1-1 from Impelder. And a lob it in there just high of the zone for ball 2. And the runner's now going to go to third as that one slips past Impelder, and they throw to third, gets past his glove. And so Camden Seba goes from one corner to the next with back-to-back steals and now finds himself a base hit away from getting the Red Sox on the board. Makes Principe's job a little bit easier. Pops this one up to center field, and Nick gets down into no man's land. And then slips past the center fielder's glove. Throw to second. The tag won't be successful. And Camden Seba comes around and gets the Red Sox on the board. It's 3-1.
Number 75, Miller.
So it's an RBI single for Vincent Principe. Now finds himself in a scoring position at second. And here's the cleanup hitter, Miller Gudis, to the plate. So the Red Sox, after letting in 3 runs in the top of the inning, looking to create some offense of their own, and they found one here so far. That one on the outside, we'll see a ball. Nice hold there from the catcher, McGurran. Got to be careful here, especially with a runner at second. You have a feeling that he would advance on any sort of sliver of hope he can see to steal a base. Underneath it, fired to center field, and that is cut from the center fielder. And there's 2 down. That's a nice grab out there in center field by number 4, Bobby Phillips.
Number 28, John Ramsey.
And that's out number 2, and here's John Ramsey, the first baseman, trying to keep the inning alive. The Braves trying to keep a 2-run lead here. And only 1 out needed. First pitch from Impelder will just be a tad high, and we'll have ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Will be on the outside for ball 2. So back-to-back balls here from Ramsey. Gives himself a lead in the count, and he'll here's the 2-0. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman moving back into the grass, makes the grab, and ends the inning. As a beautiful catch there, and the Braves leave a runner stranded at second and still have themselves a 3-1 lead after the first inning. When we return, it's the Brockville Braves back at the bats looking to extend their lead. When we come back, you're watching the 2025 Minor Provincial Championship for Little League Ontario.
Orleans, 1 run on 1 hit. For Brockville, number 9, Rohan Tribe.
And so we'll get this top of the second inning underway here in Brockville between the Braves and the Orleans Red Sox. Leading things off, Rohan Tribe will be followed up by Maverick Duclos and Kane Wood, the three that will get the go here. First pitch swinging for Tribe, will foul it back, and we'll see a strike. So back at the mound for his second inning here, and Anthony Legacy will try to shut things down on the side of the Brockville Braves, who have themselves a 2-run lead. So the Braves had a very good top of the first inning. This one lightly hit down first base, and a foot race it is for first, won by John Ramsey, and there's one down.
Number 15, Maverick Duclos.
And so we'll move on to the order. Here's Maverick Duclos. They'll wait to the first pitch from Legacy. And it's swinging for Duclos for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Duclos will see that one up high for a ball. So Legacy has looked strong since entering this game, replacing his starter, Brisbois, after he wasn't able. He was retired the first two batters, then walked a couple consecutively, and well, they saw enough. Wanted to keep him under that 20 threshold of pitches to keep him available for tomorrow, and so Legacy has taken over and has done a good job. Here's the pitch to Duclos. Goes swinging with a heavy chop for strike two. Two-two count here. Duclos got to protect and stay alive. That's ball three on the inside, having to back away to get away from it. And a full count here. And we'll have the payoff pitch from Anthony Legacy. And ball four up high and away for a walk. And the Braves now have a runner to work with at first base.
Number 23, Kane Wood.
So here's Kane Wood to the plate now with runner at first. That one's off and away, gets past the glove of the catcher, and there goes Duclos to second base, makes his steal successful, and Brockville now have a runner in scoring position. And that's heads-up base running. Smart base running there from Duclos. So 1-0 to Wood. That's inside for ball two. So a quick 2-0 count here for Wood. And this one on the outside, and this count in full favor of Kane Wood, 3-0. And so now, Legacy got to battle back and find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he'll go swinging on the 3-0 for strike one. Here's the 3-1. Up high, ball four for Kane Wood, and a walk to get him over to first. That's back-to-back walks on Duclos and Wood, and there's two runners on. And time has been called by the Orleans head coach, and he'll go have a conversation with Anthony Legacy. He'll also meet with the infield here, and we'll see what this is going to be about. If you could see a potential another pitcher come in, which maybe keep Legacy's pitch count low, but could be a bold decision. But I don't think it will be. I think Legacy will stay at the mound, and I think it is the smart decision. I don't want to go through too many guys. Just work your way through the lineup. Legacy is pitching fine. He's just kind of find the strike zone here and straighten up just a tad. Here's Mason Knapp at the plate as we approach the bottom of the order for Belleville. Knapp will show bunt. And the pitch will be up high for ball one. We'll see if Knapp looks bunt again. It's a 1-0 count. Just a pitch from Legacy. Down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both runners will be on the go, and Duclos and Wood able to advance the bag. Now find themselves both in scoring positions. This makes Mason Knapp's opportunity even more special. Chance to extend the lead here for Brockville in a 2-0 count. Knapp will show bunt. Pull away, up high, ball 3. And this count in full control of Mason Knapp, up 3-0. So we'll see if he takes a chance. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Legacy gotta find the zone. And there's strike one down the middle. He'll start his battle back with the automatic strike. Deep breath from Legacy. Here's the 3-1. And ball 4 the call. And a walk for Mason Knapp. That's the 3rd consecutive walk now from Anthony Legacy, and the bases are loaded for Camden Morrison. In a big situation here for the Brockville Braves, with an opportunity to extend their lead. And with only 1 out, too, if Camden's able to make something happen, and would give the top of the order a lot to work with. First pitch to Morrison on the outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Morrison. That's down and away for ball 2. So another lead here for Morrison. And, well, Legacy has walked 3 batters in a row, and now he could potentially make it 4 if we see 2 more balls go Morrison's way. A tight zone this umpire is calling behind the plate. 2-0 pitch over top of Morrison for ball 3. And now Legacy's got to find the zone down 3-0 with the bases loaded. Ball 4 would score a run for Brockville. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Up high, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk for Camden Morrison. And the Brockville Braves will score a run as around comes Maverick Duclos, and it's 4-1.
Number 34, Jack.
And now we'll have a mound meeting, and I think that will do it, and it will, for Anthony Legacy. So an inning in 1/3, and they're already going to their 3rd pitcher of the ball game.
25 is pitching, Camden Seba.
So Camden Seba will make his way from second base. It will be the 2nd reliever so far used for Orleans. We'll have his warm-up here before we get back underway. Top of the order, Jack Lanigan will have his 2nd at-bat of the game in a big situation here with the bases loaded. This difference now 3 between these 2 teams, and a chance to extend it even more with a hard hit ball.
Number 42, Anthony Legacy, comes out after 28 pitches. Now on the mound is number 25, Camden Seba.
And so Camden Sebo will finish up his warm-up pitches, and he looks good to go. So Jack Lanigan will make his way to the bat here. Bases loaded situation here for the Braves. And an opportunity to do some damage. They're already up by 4. We'll see if Lanigan can make it more. First pitch to Lanigan, swinging lightly hit into the infield. Scoop from third baseman, play to the plate in time as the force out will keep a runner from scoring, and there's 2 down, still with the bases loaded. A nice heads-up play there by the third baseman of the Orleans Red Sox.
Number 3, Ronan McKenna.
And there's Ronan McKenna with the bases loaded himself, but now 1 out away from the inning ending, the forced out on any bag or plate. That's ball 1 up high as Camden Sebo will look to get settled into this ball game and potentially try to flip the inning. 1-0 from Seba, swinging and in the glove with a jumping effort from Camden Seba to end the top of the second. And so the bases are left stranded. The Brockville Braves find 1 run as they come around with the bases loaded walk, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Braves. When we return, it's the Orleans Red Sox back at the bats looking to get their offense going, down by 3. You're watching the 2025 Minor Provincial Championship here in Brockville, Ontario.
In the top of the second, 1 run, no. Number 42, Anthony Legacy.
And so we join you back here in Brockville for the bottom of the second inning between the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox. Our final game here on day 1 of the 2025 Minor Provincials for Little League Ontario. And leading things off for the Red Sox, number 42, Anthony Legacy, will be followed up by Miles Morissette, and number 11, Frederick Morris will round out the 3. And that one's lined off the pitcher's hand, and Legacy will get aboard as he fires it right up the middle. Mapelder threw a glove in front of it, but will just tip off of it, and it's a leadoff base hit for the Braves. Make that the Red Sox. And so we'll move on in the order here for New Orleans Red Sox. Miles Morissette now at the plate. Make that. The dead ball will be called. And batter Morissette will have to make his way back to the plate. So we strike number one against him. Back at the mound for his second inning of work, Daxon Mapelder. Only allowed one run in the bottom of the first. Would like to potentially replicate like something like that again to maintain the lead the Braves had. It's up high for a ball and a 1-1 count here for Morissette, who is behind the plate here this evening for the Orleans Red Sox catching. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And throw to second, and it was close, but sliding in there is Lagacé, and a successful steal moves himself into a scoring position. As the play was close, but they won't be able to get him in time. And we'll focus back up here at the plate for Morissette. Here's the pitch. Underneath it, pops into left field, and it will get down into no man's land. Lagacé will go to third, and runners in the corners with the nicely hit and placed single from Miles Morissette.
Number 11, Frederick Morris.
There's Frederick Morris, the center fielder, and a chance to get the Red Sox on the board here in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Mapelder. Up high and ball one. Runner will go to second, and they won't test him. A successful steal from Miles Morissette, as with runners in the corners, it's pretty much that automatic play we see a lot here in Little League Baseball, where it's dangerous to throw down to second as runner at third could spree home. This one hit hard to right field and over top of the outfielders. Frederick Moore's got all of that ball. Around comes Lagacé. Morissette will join him, and Frederick Morris will get all the way to third. It's a 2 RBI triple for Frederick Morris, and it's a 4-3 ball game.
Number 34, Ashton Charbonneau.
And so now, game tying run now at third base. There's Ashton Charbonneau to the plate. So Charbonneau will try and bat home. Morris representing the tying run. First pitch on the outside for a ball. Charbonneau, extra hitter here this evening in this ball game. Here's the 1-0 from Mapelder. And a swing from Charbonneau will foul it off as he gets that one on the tail end of the barrel. And we'll have ones across the board here. Here's the pitch. Pulls it and gets past the infield to right field. And it's an RBI single for Ashton Charbonneau, and we are tied at 4 apiece.
Number 32, Simone Bo.
So the Red Sox started this inning down by 3, now find themselves in a tied game at 4 apiece. Here's Simon Guibault to the plate. First pitch swinging up the left field line. And that one will get through all the way back to the warning track. Here comes runner Charbonneau around third, and they will score. The Orleans Red Sox take their first lead of the ball game. It's 5-4 with a long hit RBI from Simon Guibault. And the depth of the Red Sox lineup showing here. Here's Bryson Bernard at the plate. First pitch on the outside for ball one. What a great rally it's been for the Red Sox here in the bottom second. It's the 1-0 to Bernard. And that'll be ball two just away. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Bouncer in the dirt, and the 3-0 lead it will be for Bernard. Chance to put runners in the corners if we see one more ball come through. Mapelder Got to be careful here. Got to start his battle back. We'll see if he can do so. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And inside, ball 4 for Bryson Bernard, and it's runners in the corners for the Red Sox. Time will be called from coach of the Brockville Braves, and like we'll have a conversation with the infield and Mapelder at the mound. Still Mapelder at 34 pitches through an inning and just an inning. So this most likely might be the last batter he will face if they want to keep him at just a 1 day's rest and keep him available for the last day of round robin on Sunday.
29, Wesley Dill.
As this isn't the longest tournament, 5 days. And so if you go a full day here today, as we saw with some starters earlier in the day, then you are done for the tournament. That ball gets past the catcher, but able to recover. Runner from first will go to second. It's now 2 in scoring position for the Red Sox. And at the bats now, we see bottom of the order. Here's Wesley Dill. 0-1 to Dill. Outside for a ball. As behind the plate, number 35, Weston McGurran, doing a good job here to keep these balls contained. The 1-1. Inside to Dill, shuffling away to get away from it. And he'll have ball 2. This one fouled off as Dill will get a piece of it. And they'll stay in it. 2-2 count, chance for the first out of the inning from Mapelder. Out by ball 3 will move us to a full count here. If we see ball 4, let's load the bases up for the Red Sox and the top of the order. So Daxon Mapelder, here's the payoff. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And it's a strikeout from Mapelder, and that most likely will do it from his time at the mound to keep him underneath of his 1 day rest threshold, but a huge strikeout before he leaves. So claps all along for Mapelder, and we'll see who will take his position. It looks to be Bobby Phillips. So Phillips will take his warm-up before we get back underway.
Number 18, Daxon Mapelder leaves the game after 40 pitches. He crossed the threshold of 35 on the last batter, so just another rest. Coming in to pitch for Brockville is number 4, Bobby Phillips.
So Phillips will commence his warm-up and look to get all settled in here at the mound. Try to keep this game as close as possible as the Red Sox have got back into this game after putting up 4 runs so far here in the bottom second. And look to make it potentially even more with 2 runners in scoring position. And so we'll have Mike Brisbois to the plate when we return, as Daxon Mapelder left the game with ended off with a strikeout though on a payoff pitch. That is a huge win to not leave all the job to be done and all the work for Bobby Phillips.
Number 33, Nick Brisbois.
And so we'll get this game resumed here. Back to the top of the order here for the Red Sox with 2 runners in scoring position. It's Mick Brisbois. And first pitch from Bobby Phillips that's entering this ball game on the outside for a ball. So Phillips looking to get settled in here early on. Trying to potentially get Brockville out of the situation they found themselves in, now down by 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Blown away, gets past the catcher. Here comes runner home. The play at the plate won't be made, and sliding in there was Simon Guibault, and the Red Sox have scored 5 runs for the 5-run limit here in the bottom second. So the Orleans Red Sox explode for offense, put up 5 runs here in the bottom of the second inning, and have themselves a 6-4 lead. When we return, it's the top of the third inning. The Brockville Braves back at the bats, looking to tie up the game and potentially take the lead back they once had. When we return, you're watching the 2025 Provincial Minor Little League Ontario Championship. And so we'll get back underway here in the top of the third inning between the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox. And first pitch swinging for leadoff batter here in the top of the third inning. It's Bobby Phillips. He'll be followed up by Daxon Mapelder and Oliver Cross, the 3 that get the nod here. So Phillips will foul the first one back, and here's the 0-1 pitch. Will be down low. So it's Camden Seba still at the mound for his second inning of work here after coming into relief for Anthony Legassam. Went over top of Phillips, having to duck down to get away from it. And we'll see ball 2 for a 2-1 count. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball from Phillips will penetrate the infield and get to right field as he hits it right through the gap, and it's a leadoff single for the Brockville Braves.
Number 18, Daxon Mapelder.
So here's Daxon Mapelder to the plate. Mapelder pitched the first inning for the Brockville Braves until getting taken out to keep under his 2-day rest threshold. So won't be able to play tomorrow, but he'll be available for Sunday's round robin game. Swing and a miss from Mapelder for strike 1. As Daxon hits in the cleanup spot and has a runner on first to work with. That is a ball up high. We'll split the first 2 pitches 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Seba. Mapelder heavily swing like that one down the middle. Won't be able to connect, and he'll see strike 2. And a chance here for Camden Seba to pick up his first strikeout of the top third. Mapelder trying to stay alive. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Up high for another ball. So we'll have twos across the board in the count from Appledore, and he'll await the next pitch from Seba. Here's the 2-2. Inside, and a swing and a miss from Appledore for and a foul tip it will be, as it did tip out the bat. You could hear it from up here in the booth, but it will be confirmed in the glove of the catcher for the out. And there's one down. There's Oliver Cross to the plate now. Still with Bobby Phillips over at first. Would love to advance him into his scoring position. First pitch to Cross. Inside as he shuffles away for ball one. So Cross will step back up to the plate here, and we'll have a 1-0 pitch. And that one gets the bottom of the zone, shuffles away from the catcher, and there goes Phillips to second. That ball gets all the way to center field. He thinks about it for a split second, but will stay safe and sound. Bobby Phillips will at second base. So Phillips now finds himself in a scoring position. And a swing on one high up in the zone will foul it off for a strike. So 2 strikes against Cross now, and a chance for Seba to find a strikeout. Trying to punch out back-to-back batters potentially. We'll see how Cross battles. Here's the pitch. And gets him looking for strike 3. As it's back-to-back strikeouts from Camden Seba, and there's 2 down. There's Griffin Kingston to the plate. Kingston had a nice hit in the top of the first inning it was when Brockville scored their 3 runs. That one barely tipped off and fouled off the first baseline. So the Braves would just love to cash in the runner at second and cut the lead in half, but the Red Sox own right now. Here's the 0-1. Kingston ground ball to the second baseman. Picks it up, throw to first in time to end the top of the 3rd inning. So runner left stranded after Bobby Phillips was able to get to third, but the Red Sox will keep themselves at a 6-4 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. When we return, it's the Orleans Red Sox looking to extend their lead back at the bats. We join you back here for the bottom of the third inning here in Brockville for the 2025 Minor Provincial Championship in the round robin. Final game here of day one between the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox. 6-4 score through 2.5 innings. And the Orleans Red Sox back at the bats looking to extend their lead. Leading things off, we'll have the top of the order. Mick Brisbois, Camden Seba, and Vincent Principe will be the three batters with an at-bat here. And that went up high for Brisbois, and we'll see a ball. Bobby Phillips back at the mound for his second inning of work after coming in for Daxon Meppelder. And found the 3 outs that were able to end, or found in out in the second inning before the 5-run limit came through for the Red Sox. So the Red Sox reaching the maximum amount of runs they could score in an inning in the last one, and that's the reason why they have a 6-4 lead right now. And that will get the strike zone. Brisbois will take it looking. Pitch to Brisbois will be ball 4 down low, and it's a leadoff walk for the Red Sox and a runner on first.
Number 25, Camden Seba.
So here's Camden Seba will make his way to the plate. Love to advance Brisbois into his scoring position. So Seba pitching the last few innings, so the pitcher's battle will commence between these two, and that one will get a piece of the bat and will force Brisbois to go back to first base as he was gone. That was an easy steal, definitely. Some wheels from Mick, but unfortunately, Seba falling backwards will tip off the bat. Here's the 0-1. Inside as well, and that'll be ball 1. So a ball and a strike here in the count for Seba. Here's the 1-1 from Phillips. It's lobbed in there up high in a full 3-0 lead. Throw down to second, and that one will just bounce past the second baseman's glove and will get past the center fielder. Here comes runner. Brisbois around third. The play is not there in time. And Nick Brisbois comes around from first base after initially only planning on stealing second. And it's a misplay by the second baseman and then the center fielder as it gets all the way through, and the Red Sox have a 3-run lead. And there's now nobody on base anymore for Orleans. And that is ball 3 for Seba. And we'll have a 3-1 count. So Bobby Phillips got to be careful here. Don't want to give another runner on. Still looking for the first out of the inning as well. At the top of the order going to work here for the Red Sox. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's a bouncer down in the dirt, and Seba aboard first, puts on the wheels, and will take a hard turn around first base, but will slowly strut back to the first base bag with a walk.
Number 23, Vincent Principe.
So there's a Vincent Principe. Started in the shortstop position at the beginning of this ball game. And that one from Principe on the inside. Here goes Seba to second. The throw rolling won't be there in time. It's a successful steal from Camden Seba. Now finds himself in a scoring position. Pinch to Principe, swings that one high in the zone for strike 1. And so Bobby Phillips will look to find a couple more of those and try to work his way back into this inning after giving up a run, and now has a runner to worry about at second. Here's a 1-1. That's up high, and Principe, who saw a similar pitch just moments ago, swung on that one, will hold off on that most recent one, and we'll have a 2-1 count. all over it, sends it up the left field line, and it's a foul ball as it just barely gets outside. And that would have probably scored a run as Seba was already almost at third base when it got down. So just a little too much pull there from Principe. And will be strike two against him in a 2-2 count. Chance for Phillips to find a strikeout. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And gets him swinging for strike three. And there's the first out of the inning for the Brockville Braves. Trying to battle back into it.
Miller Goodis.
Here's Miller Goodis, the cleanup hitter, here to the plate. He's hitting cleanup, not playing in the field here this evening. And he fouls back the first pitch as he gets a piece of it. And we'll see strike one. Phillips will deliver the 0-1 pitch. That's over top of Goodis. Runner will go to third and will make it successful as Principe make that Camden Seba able to go to third base and has himself a base hit away from doubling the tally of the Braves here in this game, making it 8-4. That's over top of Goodis. Gets to the backstop. Here comes Seba. The play at the plate. The tag will get through Bobby Phillips. And Seba will be safe and sound. And the Orleans Red Sox make it 8-4. As Camden Seba steals back-to-back bases. As they get third and they steal home plate. So Goodis now, moments ago, had a runner on second, now has nobody on, and just looking to get aboard himself. Here's the pitch to Goodis. Bouncer on the plate for another ball. And I believe a 3-1 count here for Miller. Phillips got to find the strike zone here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And that is inside for ball 4 for Goodis. And a runner will get aboard first base, and coach of the Braves will go have a word with Bobby Phillips, and we see if that potentially could do it for the Braves reliever, or if it's just a conversation with the infield here. As this game wants a 4-1 Brockville lead, the Red Sox have scored 7 consecutive runs. And it looks like that will do it for Bobby Phillips. And so we'll bring in the new reliever. Number 23, Kane Wood, will step to the mound here in the bottom of the third inning. And look to try to keep this game as close as possible. The Braves now down by 4 with a runner at first. And Kane will start his warm-up before we get back underway.
Number 4, Bobby Phillips, comes out after 23 pitches. Now on the mound for the Braves, number 23, Kane Wood.
as Kane Wood will finish up his pitching warm-up here before we get this game resumed. John Ramsey will have his second at-bat with Goodis over at first base for the Red Sox, as they've already scored 2 runs so far here in the bottom third and trying to make it some more.
Number 28, John Ramsey.
So there's John Ramsey, the first baseman for the Red Sox, to the plate. And we'll get this game back under going here in the bottom of the third inning after the pitching change made. Going from Phillips, now to Wood. First pitch from Wood, right up the middle as it's cracked through from John Ramsey to center field. And it's a single for Ramsey, and we'll have runners at first and second.
Number 42, Anthony Legacy.
So there's Anthony Legacy. Kane Wood can't let that get to him. Got to shake that one off as it's hard as their first pitch you deliver gets cracked right up the middle. Here's Legacy, pitched about an inning, maybe 2/3 of an inning, as he coming in relief, and he is holding that bat very high up there on the shaft of it. There's a pitch, will load up, get underneath, but sends it to left field, and the catch is made on the knees by the left fielder for out number 2. Beautiful catch from Rowan Tribe, and there's 2 down.
Number 24, Miles Morrison.
And so both runners will have to stay where they are. And there's 2 outs, and trying to keep runners stranded. Here's Miles Morissette. First pitch swinging, ground ball up the middle. Diving play by Wood, can keep it contained at the mound, but no play will be had as he couldn't stop his momentum from rolling, and the bases are loaded here for the Orleans Red Sox. Only 1 out needed to end the inning. Here's Frederick Morris to the plate. A chance with the bases loaded to do some damage. First pitch from Wood, be outside. So the first couple batters here of the Orleans Red Sox to face Kane Wood have found decent contact. And that's a ball call. Just misses on the outside. 2-0 from Kane. As Morissette will step back into the batter's box. And here's the pitch from Wood. And a heavy slice there for a strike. It's a heavy swing there. Unable to connect. And that's up high. Good take there from Morris with the bases loaded. 3-1 count, and Wood's got to find the strike zone here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And it's a bouncer over the plate and a walk for Frederick Morris with the bases loaded. And they'll score a run. 9-4 Orleans after that one comes around. And now a 5-run difference and the 3rd run in the inning.
Number 34, Ashton Charbonneau.
So there's Ashton Charbonneau for the Red Sox, still with the bases loaded here. And Kane Wood's got himself in a bit of a pinch. Got to find a way to find this final out. First pitch, and going swinging there with Charbonneau as that one just dips below the barrel for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Wood. And we'll get the inside for strike 2, the call. And a quick 0-2 lead here for Kane Wood, and a chance to end the 3rd inning if he could find one more. Charbonneau got to protect. Here's the 0-2 pitch with the bases loaded. That's up high for ball one. Wood not needing to go for a right away. Can use some of his balls here to throw off the rhythm of Charbonneau, especially if we saw the first 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. And so Kane Wood will leave the bases stranded. And the Orleans Red Sox find 3 runs here in the bottom third and have extended their lead. It's now 9-4. 5-run ball game when we return as we're just over the halfway point. It's the top of the 4th inning with the Orleans Red Sox taking to the field, trying to defend their lead. You're watching the 2025 Minor Provincial Little League Ontario Championship here in Brockville, Ontario. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
And leading off for Brockville, number 35, Weston McGurran.
We join you back here in Brockville, Ontario, between the Braves from Brockville and the Orleans Red Sox. It's a 9-4 lead for Orleans after 3 innings completed. And leading things off for the Braves back at the bats, it's Weston McGurran. He'll be followed by Rowan Tribe and Maverick Duclos. The 3 at the bats here, and a swing and a miss from McGurran to start things off with a strike 1. Camden Seba back at the mound for his 3rd inning of work here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, chopper to the shortstop, in the glove, fired to first, in time for out number 1. And that was great connection there from the shortstop as he really fired that one to first base. But handled by John Ramsey, and there's 1 down.
Rowan Tribe.
Here's Rowan Tribe for the Braves. So first pitch to Tribe. Bouncer in the dirt will be ball 1. So Seba has came into this game for the Orleans Red Sox and really has shut things down after we saw Brisbois and Lagacé take shots at it. Seba has been the staple so far at the mound. Strike 1 on the outside. Now a 1-1 count here for Tribe. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And strike two, the Cal as it gets the piece of the top of the zone. As Tribe thought about it, held the swing, and a chance here for a strikeout for Camden Seba. Here's the 1-2. Up the middle, in the glove of Camden Seba for out number 2. Fast reaction time there at the mound, but he makes it happen, and there's 2 down.
Number 15, Maverick Duclos.
So here's Maverick Duclos to the plate. The Red Sox trying to retire the side in order potentially. Duclos trying to keep the top of the 4th alive. First pitch to Duclos, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. As it gets through, potentially maybe got a little tip on it, but it won't matter. Here's the 0-1. And he'll take a slice at that one, too, for strike 2. And a quick 2 strikes for Seba, and a chance to end the top of the 4th in rapid succession. Duclos gonna stay alive. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a bouncer in the dirt. Good take there from Duclos as he loaded up there for a moment. But he'll see ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Inside for ball 2. So back-to-back balls go Duclos' way and now have a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 from Seba. Just misses on the outside, and we'll have a full count here. After Duclos finds 3 balls in a row, and the payoff pitch from Camden Seba. And he'll hold off, and it's ball 4 for Duclos as he gets 4 balls in a row and now finds himself at first base, and that will keep the top of the 4th going.
Number 23, Kane Wood.
So here's Kane Wood to the plate now, and he'll have his second at-bat in this game underway. First pitch to Wood will back away, and I think that got a piece of him. Runner will go to second, but it won't matter because Kane Wood will get aboard with a walk. And Duclos will be advanced to second.
We get a pitch count check?
31.
Here's Mason Knapp to the plate now.
Mason.
And the 2-out rally here for the Braves with back-to-back walks, trying to make something happen. So here's the pitch to Knapp. Bouncer down and away. Runner's going to go to third. The throw down, the tag, not there in time. It's a successful steal there from Maverick Duclos. And we'll have runners in the corners now for the Red Sox. Make that the Braves. And so Mason Knapp's job comes a little bit easier. And that one will get the zone for a strike, as Mason Knapp caught looking on that pitch. That's strike 2 on the top of the zone. And so back-to-back strikes taken from Mason Knapp, and now he's got to protect. A chance for Seba to end the top of the 4th inning. And gets him swinging for a foul ball. They'll get a tip on it. So we'll keep everybody there after Mason Knapp barely gets a piece of that ball. And that's strike 3. So Seba makes up for it and able to strand battlers at third and first. When we return, it's the bottom of the 1st inning with the Red Sox back at the bats.
Orleans, number 32, Simon Guibault.
And so we'll get back underway here in the bottom of the fourth inning in Brockville. It's a 9-4 lead for the Red Sox as they left runners stranded in the corners in the top of the fourth inning and allowed no runs through. So still have their 5-run lead after which they found themselves with after scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the third inning. Now looking to extend this lead with Simon Guibault leading things off. Ground ball to the shortstop and a hard bounce over top with the glove of Griffin Kingston, and it's a leadoff single for the Red Sox.
Number 27, Bryson Bernard.
So here's Bryson Bernard to the plate. After a runner gone on first base, would like to advance him. Shows bunt, pulls away. And we'll see ball one on the outside. So we had 3 games earlier today. This is our final game here on day 1 of the tournament. Here's the pitch. It will be ball 2 after looked like an awkward release there from our reliever Kane Wood. So ball 2 for Guibault, and he'll step back up. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Make that, and a swing and a miss on one low in the zone. Will bounce away from the catcher, and there goes runner. Guibault to second, and Bernard will take strike 1. So Guibault increases himself into a scoring position in a 2-1 count here against Bernard. Bouncer away. That one skips past the catcher, McGurn, as well. And there goes Guibault one more time, now to third base. And he's considering coming home, maybe playing mind games with Kane Wood, but he goes from one corner to the next, now a base hit away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Just a pitch to Bernard. Lobbed in there on the outside for strike 2. A chance for a strikeout here from Kane Wood. Here's the pitch. Inside. Ball for the call. And Bernard will take over to first and have runners in the corners there and make that second as Kane Wood was in his own world there at the mound. And a little bit too late till they realized that he was going to go to second, and we'll have a conversation here with the umpires after coach of the Brockville Braves had something to say to home plate umpire. And so it will be a successful steal there.
Number 29, Wesley Dill.
From Bryson Bernard, and now 2 runners in scoring position. After the walk moments ago, still no outs, and here's bottom of the order, Wesley Dill. First pitch, lobbed in there for strike 1. So Wood trying to battle back into this inning. Dill will show bunt, won't be able to connect though. We'll see ball 1 and have a 1-1 count. This bunt down the third baseline. First to it is Wood. Fires it to first. And it won't be in time. Run will come around and score and make it double digits now for the Red Sox. As Wesley Dill now finds himself at second base as well, as he's able to go extend his base running. So still two runners in scoring position. As we go back to the top of the order. And here's Mick Brisbois at the plate. So the Red Sox now have themselves a 6-run lead here in the bottom fourth. Still looking for their first out. Brockville is. Here's the first pitch to Brisbois. Gets him in the back, and he'll be awarded first base and will load the bases up here for the Red Sox. Bases loaded situation for Camden Seba. And Seba, a situation here to really put potentially the nail in the coffin on this ball game and give the Red Sox a big lead. Over top of Seba, that one goes, and we'll see ball one. So now the Braves and Kane Wood really have to battle back into this ball game now. Can't afford to really give up too many more runs down by 6 if they want a realistic chance. Swinging for Seba, and a diving catch by the second baseman. A beautiful grab there from number 15, Maverick Duclos, as he sprawls out for out number 1. A beautiful grab. And there's one down. Here's Vincent Principe, still with the bases loaded. First pitch inside on Principe for ball 1. But could that spark some momentum there from the infield and Kane Wood after he sees his teammate Duclos not too far from him, just behind the mound, make a catch like that? That's ball 2 on the outside. So a 2-0 lead here for Principe. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Principe will pop it up as he gets that ball just on the very top of the barrel, and we'll see a strike. So a 2-1 count after that last foul ball. We'll wait the pitch from Wood. Likes this one, gets a hold of it, fires it up the alley. 1 run will come around. A runner at second's getting the wave as well, and 2 runs will score. And it's 2 RBIs for Vincent Principe, and the Red Sox have themselves a 12-4 lead.
Number 75, Miller Goodis.
Here's Miller Goodis to the plate. First pitch to Goodis on the outside for ball 1. 2 runners in scoring position for cleanup hitter Goodis. 1 more run, I believe, will hit the mercy rule. Goodis up the third base and gets through the third baseman to left field. 1 run will score. Here it comes, runner from second. The play, the tag, not there as it squeaks out of the glove of Weston McGurran. And 2 runs will score for the Red Sox. And the 10-run mercy rule potentially coming into effect here.
And by the 5-run limit, that's it for the inning. And now by the 10-run rule, that's it for the ball game.
And so that will do it. The Orleans Red Sox, with those final pair of runs, will win it due to the 10-run limit rule. They got their offense rolling as this ball game went on. Put up 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third, and another 5-run inning here in the fourth, and will win it. The Brockville Braves looked very promising in the first inning after being up 3-1, but just aren't able to hold on, and they'll look to regroup going into the group stages, continuing tomorrow and Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for our final game here of day 1. We'll have 2 more days of the round robin, and then the semifinals matchup on Monday, and the championship game on Tuesday. I've been Jacob Ewing. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow as we'll have 4 more games for you live here on the Brockville Little League YouTube channel. So remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of your 2025 Minor Provincial Little League Ontario Championship held here in beautiful Brockville, Ontario. The Orleans Red Sox start their tournament off successfully, win this one 14-4 over the Brockville Braves. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and good night.